The prediction is that Donald Trump and Jerome Powell of the Fed will end up having a similar or the same goal. And that goal is to reduce interest rates. Trump needs interest rates to go down because tariffs will temporarily raise the price of goods. Jerome Powell is going to have to lower interest rates in response to the oncoming recession, which I believe is a high likelihood at this point. The CPI has started to come down, and the PPI, the Producer Price Index, which predicts future inflation, has come crashing down hard. The Consumer Price Index, the CPI, month on month, came in at 0.2% when 0.3% was expected, and it had been a full 0.5% the month before. And finally, that month-on-month decreased the year-on-year CPI to 2.8% when it previously was a full 3%. And 2.9% was predicted. So we're down to 2.8% on the headline number, which is seemingly good news. But again, this is indicating contracted economic activity. After the CPI on Wednesday, we got the PPI on Thursday, which is the Producers Price Index, which predicts future inflation because the producers pass the expenses on to us. And it previously was 0.6%. They thought it would come down somewhat to 0.3%, but it actually came in at 0.0%, a full 0.6%, which is alarming in the context of possible recession. That lowered the year-on-year PPI to 3.2% when it was 3.7% in the previous month, and only 3.3% had been forecast. So it's a dramatic 0.5% lower than the previous month. While the actual inflation numbers are coming down, people's expectations of the inflation numbers are not coming down. In fact, they are going up. The Michigan 5-year inflation expectations came in at 3.9% when it previously was at 3.5%, so a full of 0.4% higher. And the coming expectations in the future year is even worse. It came in at 4.9% when it previously was 4.3%, a full 0.6% higher than the previous month. So people are expecting tariffs to have a negative effect. Michigan consumer expectations rocketed down dramatically. It previously was 64. It was forecast to come in at 64.3. They were actually expecting it to improve somewhat, but it rocketed down 9.8 points to 54.2. Wow. Just a friendly reminder that this is not financial advice because I do not know your personal situation. You need to do further research and gather further information to decide if the investments I present are right for you. Looking at this chart, you can see why I'm hesitant to invest in this market. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 6.9%. The S&P 500 is down 7.8%, and the NASDAQ is down 11.3%. So the NASDAQ is in full correction mode in the last month, and that's mainly where I invest, so I'm very hesitant at this point. Progressive Insurance, PGR, is about as conservative as you can get, and I only want to do conservative investments until this is turned around for a fact. And for the week, you can see that Progressive had a positive week. It went up to $283. It's considered to be valued over $400. and its relative strength is almost 60. So it's neither overbought nor oversold, and it looks good at this point. My favorite electric vehicle company right now is not Tesla. Musk has done himself so much harm supporting Trump. The tariffs will increase costs on steel and aluminum by 25%. What do you think cars are mainly made of, Elon? What are you thinking? And also, Trump wanted to get rid of the EV tax credit, although it may be that Congress will preserve it just because it makes so much more sense to help the country convert over to electric vehicles to save the environment. But at this point, you have to ask yourself, what is Elon thinking? He seemingly is doing everything he can to destroy Tesla. He had best get back to running his company and quit trying to be the president's best friend. In the last 3 months, as you can see from the chart, Tesla TSLA has gone down from about 427 to about 250. Wow. It's gone down over 42%. Its relative strength is only 34, which is poor. This company is in deep doo-doo. My favorite electric car company is BYD. Its symbol is BYDDY. Its value is about 116, and now it's trading at about 100. In the last week, BYDDY has gone up regularly, and it's gone up about 10% for the week. It's trading at 100. Its value is considered to be around 116, so this looks like a good trade for now. The other stock I'm considering right now is Berkshire Hathaway, and it's interesting that Berkshire Hathaway has invested in BYDDY in the past, so we seem to be in good company on that one. Berkshire Hathaway is a good stock to invest in uncertain times, as a lot of its money is in cash, as mine is. I put a lot of my money into money markets for now. Until the market definitely turns, I'm just investing in very conservative stocks or leaving it in money markets until I get a definite sign that it's turned around. You can see BRKB has gone up nicely for the week as it's gone up almost 4%. So the question is Trump and Musk going to preside over a great market crash, or is their reset of the economy going to work? And as much as it pains me to say it, it might accidentally work. So this market is very volatile and changeable until it settles down and shows, it's starting to show a sign that it wants to turn around. Next week will be important to see if that trend continues. Thank you for listening.